Hello, it's Aubrey Shepherd on the 25th of March 2013. It's been snowing very lightly all day, and it sort of picked up about 5 o'clock this afternoon. See some pictures from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Okay, there's an interesting batch of trees growing together, cedars and locust, thorny locust or whatever, various things. And here is the little stream that runs from Baum Stadium Detention Pond down to the west arm, which you can see in the background here. We're looking downstream, and there's a native plant. It's called Indian currant, Simplycarpus orbiculatus, also known as buckbrush to a lot of people in Arkansas. It grows in wet areas primarily, but it'll grow in all kinds of soil, all kinds of places. I don't know that bucks ever eat it. I've tried to find an authority who says they do, but we know birds use it to a certain extent, and if it had a stiffer stem, there'd be more of them on there shaking it, but it's such a delicate plant. It's in the honeysuckle family, but it's not a bad honeysuckle. It doesn't take over. It's what we should have instead of the China honeysuckle, the one that so many people are trying to remove from our city. Now you see some, well, you did, plans for a project on this land, which is at 15th Street and Razorback Road. And years ago, it was scheduled to be a bunch of condos, and they reduced the number now because of the streamside ordinance. That dark area at the middle top of the screen shows the riparian zone of the stream. Razorback baseball field is to your right across Razorback Road. Across 15th Street, and at the bottom you see Razorback Road. So this would really be jammed in there with four little buildings, well, pretty big buildings, I guess, up right against the street with just a wide walkway beside it, and then all that parking down into the very riparian protected zone of this stream, which actually drains from way up at 6th Street, MLK. Join the U.S. Green Building Council Arkansas chapter at the Sustainable Arkansas Conference, April 4th through 6th. That's coming up at the Chancellor Hotel. Okay, there's John Rule. He walked down there with me to look at the stream from baseball field down to the west arm of the town branch, which, by the way, starts out by the Walmart on MLK. That's a beaver chewed willow tree. Now, the willow tree is a native. It's something we want growing down there in that area, and it's a very important wetland tree. But it appears a beaver, or else some very ambitious young man with wanting some chips of wood for some reason, has been down there working on it. Anyhow, that's how it looks toward the, let's see, that's to the southeast again. Some of those are a little darker than I thought they were. Maybe they'll look better on your screen. Hope so. But anyway, this is the stream itself. It's not very big, but the fact is, if you look at where the water flows when it's up, it is really a wild and woolly stream. That's the larger part that comes from up at the Walmart, way out off of MLK, a couple of miles away. There you can see some of the buildings on the other side, the west side of that stream, and you have to recognize that my head would be underwater when we have a heavy rain in northwest Arkansas. See the black soil? Well, part of that's very natural. It's now at that point flowing to the southeast under Razorback Road. You can see how many big culvert openings they have. That's for a reason. It gets full. It can get over that Razorback Road when there's a huge flood. And there again, we're back to that one of those groves of trees, and just showing you the diversity. And this is the kind of stand of trees that there's nothing wrong with them. They're native plants. They're good for the environment. They produce butterflies on their foliage. They have a lot of good things about them. But I'm sure that a landscaper might not think they're pretty, but the creator seemed to think they were pretty, or they wouldn't be there maybe. But anyhow, they are great for wildlife, and that stream side should be protected, even if there are some non-natives to remove. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you. Well, this is Aubrey Shepherd on the 28th of March 2013. We're going to look at some pictures from South Fayetteville made in the summer of 2012. Okay, this is the lot that's up for development south of Baum Stadium, and this shows some milkweed plants, which this year are going to be even more important to the monarch butterflies, because the number of monarch butterflies overwintering in Mexico this year is at an all-time low, and that all-time means in 40 or 50 years they've been they knew where they spent the winter and could go down there and try to count them. Actually, they can't actually count them. There are so many, but if it gets down so they can actually count them one by one, then they're done for. They probably can't come back. But this is a plant, or well, a milkweed plant, a member of the milkweed family that supports the caterpillars of the monarch butterfly. So this is an example of why these plants, if this lot's developed at Razorback and 15th Street, then the milkweed in particular should be gathered and planted along the stream side, in the stream side protection area, but in the sunlight, for the monarchs who will be coming to lay their eggs. Anyway, this is Baptisia alba. It's a white wild indigo, and these are its seed pods that are not open. They usually don't open. They don't open the way those do. This is ironweed, and it's got a flower fly on it here, a beautiful native pollinator. And another reason to protect native plants is to provide pollinators a way to survive and keep pollinating our fruit and so forth, as well as things for butterflies, flowers just for butterflies and so forth. But there you see, that's more of that Baptisia alba. Some of it's right out next to Razorback Road. So that's a critically important plant for some bugs, but not for the monarch butterfly. But these are well worth moving over out of the construction zone. And I truly believe that the engineer planning this project will see that that's done with the help of some stream restoration experts, such as Cindy, Miss Formica, and they do a great job. And this is one of the plants that they can move over. So I'm just showing you a lot of these. I didn't go find some in bloom to show you, but they're beautiful. In this case, white. They're also indigo, similar, nearly identical, but they come in cream color and a yellow color, and they're just beautiful. So you can see the land's listed as for sale right there, but theoretically it's already owned by the people that want to build apartments there, or condos for students and visitors to the university or whatever. And you see how pretty the seed pods are when the seeds on the milkweed plants are about to blow away. They're on those little parachutes. So until next time, well, this will come up to the Planning Commission again. It'll come up before the City Council. I believe this at the very next meeting, possibly, that it'll come up. So until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.